ISO to the NDs. Jeray, yeah, we cruising through. In that 97 Cutlass, strolling through the air. Bass booming, it's a party inside the slab. It's whatever, baby, you could put it on a tab. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be ride swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard. Put some Dayton's on it, now they hating on it. Supreme clientele, they was waiting on it. Pontiac, Firebird flying on them. I got a need for speed, I'm a Florida on them. Gran Turismo, running game on them. This is custom kitted, whip the paint on them. Forza Motorsport, change lanes on them. Twisted metal gang, throw the flame on them. Hey, probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be ride swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard.
Woke up feeling blessed, I ain't dealing with no stress today. Staying to myself, cause I won't let them get the best of me. We been pushing forward, we ain't focused on what's yesterday. They wanna know the formula, can let them know the recipe. Whoa. Metal to the floor, hear the engine roar. Pull the top down on the 2 doors. You can't push no buttons in this new car. Can't let them push our buttons, we came too far. Sometimes you gotta remind them what you do it for. We done came up, we was too poor. Got the butters on the feet, we from New York. They can feel it in our body, know we too pure. We was too mature, way before 24. I got kicks up in my closet that I never wore. We was down bad, now check the new score. They know it's ISO to the indie, we the new norm.
97 Cutlass, strolling through the air. Bass booming, it's a party inside the slab. It's whatever, baby, you could put it on a tab. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab. Ay. Blessings in the wind, shall I see it, then I grab.
Ay. Probably with the set, making bangers. Spare time, we be ride swingers. Pushing on them gears, pushing on them gears. Out here, and we swinging. Watch for the scanners, watch for the scammers. We be setting standards, we be setting standards. Only going forward, they no going backwards. Anytime we in the booth, it's a fire hazard.
Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up. Get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go to the toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick. Just give me the loot. See now we going high stakes. This ain't clickbait. This a risk take, this no mistake. I was born to do it. I was born for music, I just get into it. I can't get influence when I'm the influence, no genre music. We go rap back to pop back to rap, country on the track. I was once broke, I was down bad, swear I'm never going back. I'm from upstate, where we see a little bit of this and some of that. Little city and some sticks, watch me put it on the map, someone get attacked. If you're not first, then you're last. Life is a race, don't you lag. I get a bag and I stack. The reason I taxed was not cause they needed me. Got all of mine equally. I see what they need from me. Blood, sweat, and tears from the frequency. Now you believe in me. Cheers for me. Give me the loot. Might lose some battles, but winning the war. I get knocked down, I get back up. Get up and go, I stay ready for more. Go to the toe till I level the score. Never gon' quit. Heard you seen some, but you never seen this. Bet on myself 8 times, no trick. Just give me the loot. Word on my palm at the top of the game. Still unashamed, no one to blame. Took all the L's and I rose from the pain. Can't have the sun without seeing the rain. And it rained down when the rain came. See the time change, rolling plain Jane. You and me are not the same, stop saying things. Yeah, they talk, I don't say a lot. I just walk, so I'm moving loud. Really keep it low key, I don't like crowds. Really keep it OG, I don't like clowns. Really keep it just me, I'm the best out. I don't try to keep up, I don't stress out. I don't cash no checks cause the checks bounce. I don't chap out that, I'm the best out. And I did all of this with a pen and a pad. Shift up the tech, got the notes in the lab. Remember the days when I want what I had. Still want more, guess I'm stuck in the past. First to your last, fast lane, chuck up the deuce when I pass. Give me the loot.
Hey, all work, no pleasure. I ain't here to make friends, big stepper. Hey, bad guy, Heath Ledger. Ready for wherever, I'll be front and center. Don't fly too close to the sun, your body chopped up by propellers. Came in arrogant, but left out in a stretcher. The comparison, y'all know y'all couldn't replicate it. Chilling in the desert, I'm good under pressure. Stick around, let me hold it down, look at what we found. This a marathon, not a sprint, let's go 100 miles. From the ground, let me to the clouds, never coming down. That's the crown.
Welcome to the official podcast of PHP Architect. Join us to listen to the latest news and tech talk from our conferences, the magazine, and wider PHP community.
Wrong side. Broken. It's all broken. Hi, Eric.
I
How are
am
you?
Eric.
You are Eric.
Oh shit, what are they called?
What
Did I kill yesterday? What did I vanquish yesterday? Droid. Yeah, it's a droid, right? It was a droid.
What are you talking about?
Vanquished a droid.
What are you talking about?
I'm the only guy in the world that can drive over and kill.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. No, not a droid. It was a quadcopter.
Yeah, what was it called? I thought they.
You got me screwed up by calling it a droid. Drone.
Drone. That's the word I was thinking of. I'm the drone slayer. Hello, everybody.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
That'll be a fun story. Yes.
That's John. In case you're wondering what we're talking about, we'll tell you in a second, but you're listening to the PHP Podcast, the official podcast of PHP Architect, where we produce a magazine, we do a bunch of extended learning, we have a conference coming up here in a few weeks.
19 days. Not a few weeks. Just over 2 weeks.
A consulting group, which we're trying to get out there a little bit more. I know you all listen to the podcast, so you know this. You know we're actually PHP programmers, we're developers, and we have a whole company full of developers who take on client work. So get the word out there, let people know, because apparently people don't know. And we can augment teams.
I was going to say the same thing. If you would like us to augment your team and help out, we're available.
Even do like architectural sanity checks, whatever you need, you let us know. You're not going potty now. You are not going potty.
Okay.
I have started the podcast.
I'll stay here.
My God, this dog. All those things. So yeah. If you're listening to the audio podcast right now, you need to join us for the live show. We record every Thursday, typically around 3:00, but today we're doing a little early. We'll get into that a little bit later as well. Why are you whining? Lay down.
While he's talking to his dog, join us on YouTube, youtube.com/PHPArch. And if you go over
join us in our Discord.
Well, before you get there, while you're at the YouTube link, first, drop a little thumbs up and subscribe. We'd appreciate that.
Yes.
Then come hang out with us in Discord over at discord.phparch.com. Be part of the conversation.
Yes, Joe. The drone was done. Joe in our Discord. Jeffrey, how's it going, my friend? Good to see you. Okay, so what are we talking about? John and I went to a baseball game yesterday. Oh, matter of fact, I should have put up your little X, the rare time you actually post. Let me pull that up so everybody can see.
I do that because I forgot to put the picture on it initially, so you can get up on the big screen with those pictures. And I don't know if we never got up there because I didn't include the picture in the initial post. I went back and edited it and added it. So that must be why. I was trying
Either
to get
that
us
or they
up on
just
the
looked at us and
Jumbotron.
been like, oh, hell no. Hell no. So John and I went to a Padres game. Why is the thing not changing? Wow, that was laggy as hell. John and I went to a Padres game yesterday.
Oh, and I forgot to bring you the laptop I said I was going to bring you. Whoops.
Yeah, that's fine.
Actually works out because I'm
had
using
a
it.
good time. So if you're not familiar with the San Diego Padres baseball stadium, Petco, it's in downtown. Like you can literally see the downtown buildings. You can walk to like the main like party street, Market Street, where everybody goes, Friday nights and drinks and eat. So it's literally like downtown. It's a beautiful stadium. Really love the downtown aspect of it because like you can come in from multiple directions and traffic doesn't get so gnarly like in the checkpoint. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. We go to leave yesterday, and we're heading out, and we're stopped at this intersection downtown. So people are walking across the street, and San Diego is not a huge city, but it is a city, like especially the downtown area. It is a city. It's just like a mini downtown city. So there are people walking around, and all of a sudden, this like little drone comes flying in front of us. And we're sitting in our car, and this drone comes flying. I'm like, what the hell? And then it kind of starts lingering on this guy who's on a scooter next to us. So John's like, oh, I think that's his drone. I'm like, oh, okay, well, whatever. And then I noticed that guy starts looking around like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, no, I don't think that's his. And so,
I was actually thinking it was a guy that had just walked across the street because you can,
yeah,
because it's usually like you can set in an action camera shot, like you just have it follow you wherever you're going. So I thought,
oh yeah, I totally thought that's what it was at first. Yeah,
but then he got to the other side, he stopped and he turned, and then he's looking at it like, what the hell's going on? Like,
and this thing is like
drone
probably like 5 feet off the ground. I mean, it's not high in the sky, and it's this busy traffic intersection. Cars are going by it, like barely missing it, because it's like flying out in the middle of the intersection and coming back and doing all this like weird stuff. And it's like, all right, whatever. So our light turns green. And like I said, by this time, it's like over to our left, lingering on this guy on a scooter. And our light turns green. And so we start going. And then I see out of the corner of my eye, it starts to try to fly in front of us. It does not make it.
And there was like a grunt outside too, right?
Yeah. And like you hear it, and then I look in the mirror and I see this little drone bouncing, like falling all on the ground there. I saw the guy who was controlling it. I assume.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, because he came running out. And John, I still haven't checked to see if it scratched the car.
I was just gonna ask you if you looked when you got home.
I can't, because it's a nice car. It's the wife's car. She lets me drive it every now and then. I do enjoy driving it. So I need to go. I mean, not like we can do anything. I guess I can open an insurance claim or something. But yeah, it was just the weirdest thing. And it's like, all right, well, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stop. It's like we're downtown, traffic's moving. You have got to chill. We're downtown, traffic's moving. So yeah, it was just like this bonkers little thing that happened. So why are we here, John? Because my Thursdays, I have a very regimented schedule. I have meetings till 11 and then I sleep till 3. Why am I up?
Well, first of all, we didn't get a picture of the back of my jersey. That's my Little League jersey that I wear to my games. Has my name on the back of it. And then I realized it's kind of weird wearing your own last name to a Padres game.
So this is the thing, right? Like as I've gotten older, so I've played for many years. I've had my name on jerseys many times. I won't buy a jersey with somebody's name on it, much less my name. But like, like people like buy them like with like players' names on it, like
Machado. Tatis, yeah.
It's like, all right, I mean, if that's your husband or that's your boyfriend, okay, you're wearing his jersey. But like, why am I going to wear that jersey? Like, I'm not going to wear that
You're
jersey.
supporting that player.
No.
Yeah.
And see, that's the thing. Teams, this is not just baseball. Teams hope you buy those because players change teams.
Right.
And when they change teams, you're going to have to buy another $200 jersey with somebody else's
Wait,
name.
why are they $200 to begin with? That's crazy.
Yeah. Well, that's a whole nother thing.
So to answer your question about why are we here early, it's baseball.
It's baseball.
Uh,
It's baseball. John's baseball.
So Tuesday started like a week-long stretch of baseball for me, with Tuesday night being a Little League game. You and I went to the Padres game yesterday. Tonight I've got practice. Tomorrow we have our Little League draft reveal for playoffs. Saturday I have a Little League game. Sunday I'm going to the Padres game again. It's like a lot of baseball.
It's nothing wrong with that. I've got to ask if my current wife, gosh, my current wife, if my wife, Beck, if you're awake and you're listening to this podcast, can you come get this dog? I'm going to have to walk this dog outside or something. She is like really whining. Yeah, so yeah, that's why we're here. This is not going to be a regular thing, right? We're going to go back to 3:00.
As far as I know, unless we
Right.
decide we like it at 2:00. But I like 3:00 because it's kind of wrapping our day up.
Yeah, it's kind of the end of the day. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. So we have tea today, baby. You know, the kids say that. You know, tea means
And the kids love when we use their slang.
absolutely
right?
they do. Yeah.
Bet.
Yeah. So we have some tea to talk about today out there in the world of being a developer. Before I get to that, though, how was your week, John? Do anything fun, interesting?
Not fun nor interesting. My week's been all sorts of miscombobulated because my son last week was diagnosed with pneumonia, and then ended up taking him back to the doctor this week because they not misdiagnosed it, but there's two different types of pneumonia, typical and atypical, and they didn't do the proper blood test the first time, so he has atypical or walking pneumonia, so it's a different antibiotic. So just it's kind of been a long week.
So is he getting better? Is he feeling better?
He's feeling so much better right now.
Yeah.
Got him on the right medication. God, I love modern science. The stuff we can do.
How fast they get better, right?
Yeah, it's like once you could just see it in him. Like all of a sudden he's on the right medication. And when he was on the medication before, he was trying to be better because he really wanted to go to 6th grade camp.
Yeah.
So he wanted to be better and he tried, but you could just tell you do just a little bit of walking and then all of a sudden he's taking a nap. So
Right.
he's all good now.
Cool. I said my current wife, I think we've talked about this on the show before, but not everybody listens to all the shows. If you listen to our old podcast, PHP Ugly, that's how I would refer to my wife, is my current wife. And she's been my wife for like 100 years now. I mean, we got married out of high school. So it was an ongoing joke. Everybody enjoyed it. I even shared in Discord a few weeks ago, there was like this trend on TikTok where guys say my current wife to see their reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like guys are getting like karate chopped in the throat, which was hysterical. But yeah, my wife, she embraced it. It became a whole thing where like when we had the conference, people were asking where my current wife was. And if you're in our Discord, that's her Discord handle. Show comes current wife. So, but yeah, I didn't bring that over because I don't know, trying to be a little bit more professional. And she's kind of like established herself in the community. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So the kid's been sick.
Yep. Outside of that, getting little stuff done here and there, work wise. Mostly trying to get prepared for tech because it's quickly approaching, and I still feel like there's a ton to be done.
Yeah, it definitely feels that way. Like just. And I'm like you. I'm like, what are we missing? Like, I feel like because it seems like we were so much busier the last couple of years at this time during the year. So I don't know. Maybe we just have it under control enough.
No, we're missing.
I'm pretty sure we've screwed something up here.
There's, I've got one speaker who hasn't responded to any messages I've sent them for the
That is
past 2
so
months.
trippy.
So I finally tried reaching out a different way. Like, let me go find them on LinkedIn and see if I can get a hold of them there. Because I don't know, and I don't have a flight or hotel room for them. They're international, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a flight for them at this point, because I know costs have just skyrocketed with the price of fuel lately. All stressful. And we've already had a speaker back out from doing a tutorial for personal reasons, and I just know where we're at. The ticket sales and everything don't justify us paying, for more hotel rooms and more flights to
The
try and
sponsors
cover
are
it.
a huge piece of that. Yeah. There you go, Sarah, Jeff. She listens. My wife, my current wife, replied in our Discord. If you're watching, said join our Discord and say hi to Beck, my wife. She's a beautiful person. She came in. I asked about the dog, and of course she shows up, and the dog's like, "No, I don't want to go potty now. I'm just going to stay here." So I don't know what that was about, but she did show up. So, and she literally wakes up. She works at night. Like, she has to work from 8:00 tonight until 5 tomorrow morning. She wakes up on Thursdays just to listen to the show.
Oh,
so
what a supportive wife.
Yes, she's a very supportive wife, and I do love her for it. My week, since you asked.
I was about to. Chill, calm down. Eric. Screw you. I guess no, I'm just kidding. How was your week?
Been pretty okay, I guess. Talking a lot more about AI to clients now. Had a like an hour-long meeting with a client today on a project. Kind of a new project. Well, not new.
The one we were talking about last night or yesterday?
Yeah.
Okay.
And after that meeting, the owner of the company who was in the meeting calls me on my cell phone, and we talk for like another hour. And like I said, there was a lot of talk about AI and where it's going to, what role it's playing in our industry and what role it's going to be playing and all that stuff. I personally have been struggling a little bit. We talked a while back. I had done an open claw with that we were calling internally. We call it Alfred. It's the same bot that's in Discord as Archie. So Archie was doing our stand-ups with the team and doing, I thought, a really good job. Like, the team was able to continue to interact with them, and I would do weekly summary reports and just got a really good understanding of what everybody's been working on and what issues they're having. It was really nice. I got really spoiled by it. I had another version of that like a long time ago where it Gemini, Google's Gemini kind of did the same thing, but it wasn't like as interactive. So I had gotten spoiled with it because the team started really taking advantage of it, where they would like tell Archie to do things for them or to remind them of things, or they'd come back in later in the day and say, okay, those tickets I talked about, I finished. So that was great. Anthropic pulled the plug on OpenClaw, and we had to like find, another model, another AI, and it just went off the rails, and I still haven't really gotten it under control. I'm getting close. I ended up having to subscribe to Olama service, like the web version of Olama, because as hard as I tried to get it running locally, it would run, but it was so slow. It was terrible. And I'm like, this is just not going to work. And even the like service is slow. Like, you talk to it and and it takes forever for it to respond. And sometimes it doesn't respond. Yeah, it's tough, man. I don't know. I'm really kind of irritated with Anthropic right now. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm feeling like I'm gonna need to pull the plug on this and just go back to the old method, because I know the team's getting frustrated with it. But so that's been a big part of mine. I'm going to tell you, speaking of Anthropic, I had an issue. I've been using this open source package called Postiz, Postiz. I don't know how you say the word. It's basically like Social Champ or any of these like services where Buffer, any of these services where you can post to multiple social media platforms at one time. And I spent a lot of time getting it set up, and I'm really happy with it, and I use it a lot. And I updated it recently, and it broke. I'm like, fuck me sideways. I don't know. And I'm trying to fix it. It's a Docker container, and the Docker containers running fine, and blah blah blah. And I'm like playing with it for like weeks. It's not like a major focus of mine, but like I go get on it, and I just couldn't get it to work. And so I kind of gave up. I'm like, oh fuck, forget this. I can't get it to work. And I'm like, let me just try one more thing. And I opened it up Claude, and then I said, hey Claude, I have this Docker container running on a remote server on my Tailscale network. It's not working. I can't. I upgraded. I explained the whole backstory, and it said, do I have permission to SSH into the server and take a look? I'm like, yeah, sure. What the hell could go wrong there? Use my SSH key. It's like, it's funny he's asking permission, because I'm like, well, clearly you have the ability, so I guess go ahead and do it, because you could be doing it without telling me, So it SSHs in, and we're having a conversation for like a half hour yesterday of fixing it. Like, it was like, okay, I see the problem. They have this new Teleform thing, blah, 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 and it's trying to fix it, and then it would fix it, and then it would break again. And it's like, okay, I wrote this script, and it just fixed everything, and it's back up. And I'm like, that was incredible, because what I do is I'm like, okay, screw it. I'm just going to start from scratch, and I'm just going to download, like it's a fresh install. And it was weird. The problem I was having is, like, if I was localhost, I could see it, because I was pulling it in on my local system to see what was breaking, right? Because when I pulled in the fresh one, it was still broken. So I couldn't get to it. If I tried to get to it using 127.0, the localhost IP address, it would still be broken. But if I typed in localhost, it worked. I'm like, man, it must be doing some sort of like verifying what the URL is. So anyways, I narrowed it down to, I have this running through Cloudflare. So it's on Tailscale network, but it runs through Cloudflare. And I think something with Cloudflare was like, screwing it up with the new version. But I tell you what, man, Claude fixed it. And I'm like, that was
But
awesome.
you still don't know, but you don't know how it fixed it? Like, what did it change to make it work?
It explained everything. Yeah.
Was it a configuration thing or what?
No, it wasn't even a configuration thing. It was, so like I said, there's this whole, I think it's called Teleform. I would have to open it back up. There's this whole Teleform.
Is it Terraform?
Terraform, maybe? I don't know.
Where basically documenting your servers.
You're going to have me look this up now, because now you got me not remembering.
Terraform is the way to document your servers.
Yeah, see, there was a lot of issues. I can't even find the chat now. All right. You just have to trust me, John, that it fixed it.
I trust you. I was just curious. Jeez.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly
infrastructure as code. That's what I was trying to say.
I honestly can't even find the chat now. Where did that chat go? Oh, that is so weird. I'm actually going to have to look for this at some point, because it did have a bunch of good information. And like I said, it even wrote a script for me to take care of it in the future. It said, okay, and it even created a cron job to restart the Docker container on reboot and run the script. It was just bizarre, man. Yeah, it says it's in that chat that I thought it was in. Why am I not seeing it? Yeah, it says it's in this chat, but I'm definitely not seeing it right now. Okay, well, I'll have to look at that later. And so yeah, things like that. Like just when I think I'm about to give up on like AI, not give up on it. Temporal is what it's called. Sorry, I found it. It's this temporal thing that I guess is tied into Elasticsearch, and like I didn't understand what temporal was. It just kept telling me that's what the problem is. It was losing its configuration, and it just needed to be reconfigured on restart for some reason. Registered attributes for temporal are missing. Yeah, it was something I would have never fixed. Like I would have never figured out how to fix it. And yeah, it just fixed it. You know what else helps to fix things, John?
What is that?
Not our partners. They're PHPScore. They help you understand if your app will probably need fixing in the future.
Measuring your technical debt.
Yeah, I'm measuring your technical debt. Let's listen to PHPScore here.
Every app builds up technical debt over time. It's the unfortunate price.
Thank you to our partners at PHPScore.com. Every app builds up technical debt over time. It's the price we pay for shipping new features and moving fast. When we build up too much of it, though, it can start to impact how we work. Team velocity suffers, bugs become more frequent and take longer to fix, and everyone starts to get a little frustrated. The key to managing debt is to measure it. A credit score can help you understand how well you're managing your financial debt, and now there's a credit score for your technical debt. Go to phpscore.com to get a free technical debt score and monitoring for all of your PHP applications today. Thank you, PHPScore.
Happy you're with us. So, John.
So, Eric,
did you have any GitHub issues this week?
I have not. I saw the notice like on the pull request board, but I haven't seen any issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool, man. That's actually, well, apparently not everybody has been as lucky as you. I didn't see any issues, but I guess Joe was experiencing things because he noticed pretty quick and posted to the company's Slack that GitHub was having issues. Boy, did they have issues. I guess a lot of issues. Why is this taking so long to... What is going on with this Anyways, boy, did they have issues. They had a lot of... And I heard it was like crazy where people were logging into GitHub if they could log in, because a lot of people were getting like the unicorn thing that you get when GitHub is down. They were logging in and like all their PRs were gone, or I heard stories that like GitHub had reverted a bunch of commits. Like just this crazy stuff was going on. So yeah, they had all sorts of problems. There's a huge blog post here on it. So yeah, 2 recent events, and it's been like an issue lately with GitHub. Like it used to be like you would never hear of GitHub going down. Like it seemed like it always just worked, right? But like it seems like recently, I mean not recently, but like the last year or two, it going down is like not that unusual anymore.
You can be like everybody else and just say it's because Microsoft bought them.
It's funny. Yeah, that's your yeah, you kind of want to do that. One of their responses is just like AI has just been hammering them with, AI agents creating commits and doing entire like pipelines. And I guess that was part of the issue. It's just nuts. I'm not going to get into the whole story because we got more to talk about
Well,
here.
along those lines, we have a client that's doing that where they are unleashing AI clients on the backlog to automatically open pull requests, and it's, from what I'm hearing, it's a little bit scary. Slash, it's like, on the surface, like from a owner of a company, it sounds like it could be cool. It's like, hey, look, all this work is getting done, but is it really getting done? Is it? You're now like, you have this code that now somebody else has to bring down, and one has to understand what it was trying to do, and then see if it does it, but probably fix it, because what I'm understanding, a high percentage of the time, it's not like accurate enough to be committed. So it sounds like a nightmare.
I gotta admit, it's tempting. Like, I can see the attraction to saying, hey, you're my developer agents. Keep an eye on my GitHub repo, and as issues come up, take them, fix them, commit them, push them. And but like you said, it's just like, I spend a lot of time correcting AI. Like, it's like, okay, this isn't working right. Look at this, look at that. So I would not do that just off the cuff. I wouldn't mind trying to tell my AI, create branches for this, create fixes for it, and let me know when you're done. Don't commit them, don't push them, don't open PRs. Just do it locally. But yeah. So that apparently was part of the issue. So
I'm just looking at those graphs, the new repos per month, like 20 million repos every month.
I know, right? Like
1.4 billion commits.
Where's that? Is that here?
Yeah, that graph right there.
That is bonkers. 90 million PRs. And you see how it just kind of shot up in 2006.
2026, yeah.
Yeah, 2026. I mean, what? Like, that's this line here is probably this entire line.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I can't see your mouse, but yeah, that's just so bizarre.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. Use your finger and point to
it. So, yeah. Things are just, yeah. Is scale? I don't know. I mean, it's kind of like, I remember I had a friend working at Reddit when Reddit blew up. It was like the same thing on a smaller scale. Obviously, he's like, they were getting so many new users and so many new posts and so many more people reading posts. He's like, every weekend the servers were going down, and people on Reddit, it used to be a joke on Reddit. And he was the guy responsible, because it was like one guy for a very long time who was managing the servers. And the guy basically didn't sleep for like 2 years because he was always doing things to the servers. This kind of seems like that same thing on a much larger scale. I don't know, man. It's crazy. I'm always amazed that AWS doesn't go down more frequently for the same reason. But yeah, it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
So kind of along the same lines, let me make sure I'm on the right one here. Zig, which is the general purpose programming language and toolchain for maintaining robust and optimal and reusable software. A while ago, they decided to make the move to get off GitHub because they were having issues. This was, nobody really noticed because, it was Zig. Who I don't even know where they went.
No, I was laughing.
Oh,
because the way you said that, it's like, because it's Zig. Yeah. Nobody even knows what Zig is.
So, kind of along that same line, the guy who created my terminal of choice, Ghosty, Gostty, has announced he's leaving GitHub too. And I guess this guy's been on GitHub since the 2000s and something.
2008 shows right there. He was user 12.99.
Yep, user 1299. He's made this declaration now that he's leaving GitHub for the same reason. So this guy's a little different. Where first thing, he's like a trillionaire. I mean, the guy's like, I'm not a trillionaire, but he's really rich. He sold one of his companies, and now all it does is work on this. Not all he does, but one of the things he does, he continued to code. Like, this is my dream. I want somebody to give me millions and millions of dollars for PHP Architect and just let me, just continue to code and, not have to worry about money anymore. So if anybody out there wants to jump in, I'm willing to kill John for it if needed. Like, if you guys say, we'll give you $5 million, but you got to kill John, I have a plan. Don't worry about it. But yeah, he says he's leaving GitHub. I think it's funny because I feel like the same thing with like Facebook or Twitter and X when people are like, I'm leaving Facebook. It's like, I really don't care. It's like, why do you think you're that important?
Right. See ya. Because everyone needs their story to be heard and make an announcement.
Yeah, that's true.
And
I'm sure I've done it.
Yeah, and it's like you want to also possibly start a movement if you can.
And I didn't read this whole thing. I was just scanning over it again. He doesn't even say what he's going to do in his place. So if you don't know, if you're a very young developer, there are many other, repo system. I mean, Git itself by itself does most of like, what GitHub does, like, as far as like, that's where the whole, commits and versioning starts. So there's GitLab, there's Bitbucket. I don't know if Bitbucket is even a thing anymore. There's a bunch of open source ones as well. But nobody uses them. I mean, not that many people use them. And he doesn't say what he's going to use instead. So
I just looked. I joined in 2009.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Where do you find that at?
I just went to my
profile.
Yeah, my profile page, and just on the right hand side, you've got all the years down the right hand side.
Let's do it. I'm doing it live. Let's do it live.
Scroll all the way down to your commits. All the way down.
Commits? What commits?
Those.
Oh. 2026?
No, keep going. Nope. I think you need to probably have it a little more. Your screen's too narrow.
Okay. Boom, boom.
Yeah, right there.
Right here.
2009.
2009. I had one commit all year long.
Well, no, that's. I think if you click on that, that's probably when you joined.
Oh, I didn't commit anything. Oh, look at this. This is going to be fun to do for a while. Nothing. Couple commits. This is fun.
So I clicked on 2009 and then expanded all the boxes until it says you joined March 26th.
Guess when I got serious about development? Between 2012 and 2013. Yep. Right around July of 2013, I started getting more serious about doing coding.
That because we started Diego Dev in 2012. We weren't really
did we?
Yet. Yeah. It
was that's right.
It was October 2012 is when we officially formed the business, and we really didn't get it client until 2013.
And for the record, John and I were both developers before we got our first client. I remember now, the person I was working for had a Git Enterprise, so I was using, that doesn't show up on here. I was using the company's Git Enterprise implementation. That's happened a couple times. As a matter of fact, you see it drop off again. This is probably, I don't know what this is. I was thinking COVID is probably because I pivoted to that old company again and like, hey, do you guys need some help? Do you need, here's 2020, 2021. Yeah, I start breaking up a little bit more. This is fun.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so GitHub, kind of having a bad couple of days, weeks, months, whatever. But you know what? That's not the end of it, John.
It's not. Oh my goodness.
Not. There is more to talk about. You're gonna love this one. Did you hear about the recent GitHub vulnerability.
No.
Oh my God. Why is that like that? There we go. So GitHub was notified that there was a vulnerability in their system where if somebody put together the correct strings on a git push, it would allow them to execute any code they wanted on the GitHub servers.
What?
They were very quiet. Like, I had to search for this blog post because I'm like, wait, where's that blog post at? Everybody's talking about it. I'm like looking for it. Yeah, this is like absolutely terrifying to know. I mean, I basically kind of told you what it was all about. Yeah, it's like a malformed git push. Of course, they're not going to show you what it is.
Right.
And to be clear, they're very clear here. Their team did a bunch of research and investigating, and they're saying that there was no, it wasn't exploited. Like, nobody got compromised. None of the systems got compromised. It was just like, it was one of these security things that was brought to their attention. They verified it. They're like, oh yeah, shit, they're right. This is how it works. And it's just git push. So again, for you young developers, Git and GitHub are two separate things.
Mm-hmm.
So the way GitHub was handling the push, it was like passing it between a bunch of services internally. And yeah, if you had this malformed, I say malformed, but it was intentional, right? A specific way
it was in the git push options. It's how those were handled,
right,
within the metadata.
How bonkers.
So you're bringing up the security issue. I had somebody find one in the code base I work on.
Where, oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah. For years, this code has been an API endpoint to update member data. And it turned out if you had a key where you could update your data, you could update anybody's data.
You told me about this.
Now, it turned out it was benign in the sense that you could change first name, last name, email, phone. Like, yeah, it would suck, but you're not really going to cause damage. You couldn't get information. You could just all of a sudden update this. You had update access that you shouldn't have had.
Right.
And
right.
It was a stupid bug, and I understand how it was done,
mm-hmm.
but it was easy to fix. One line fix, done, push it up, and we're good to go. But it was that way for years. And it was only found because I was too. Yeah, it was only found because I picked up a ticket to allow you to change the password through the API.
Mm-hmm.
And they mistyped the endpoint in the title of the ticket, and I didn't read the body of the ticket. I'm like, okay, I'll go make this happen. And then in the back and forth, they're like, no, I want this endpoint updated. Okay, I went and updated that because it was password and some other stuff. Mm-hmm. And I decided to leave the password setting on the original one just because it worked there as well. So in testing, the person doing QA did the right thing, and they're like, well, what happens if I use somebody else's token? And then he found it, and I'm like, so he just wanted me to revert the password change. I'm like, whoa. If you can do that, then you can update all this other stuff. So this isn't an issue with the PR that I opened. It's an issue with the existing code. We need to go fix that. And he goes, oh.
So you guys found it though, right?
Yeah, we found it.
Yeah, I've worked on a project where somebody reached out and said, hey, this is a vulnerability, and we had to go fix it. And it's weird because, like, it's not our company. We're just working for them. We fix it, and it's like, show them some appreciation, but they're like, no, all right. I don't know what to do.
It's tough. Like, I can appreciate a good bug bounty program, like having that in place. Hey, if you find something, we'll make it right, or say thank you in some way. But the problem is then you get all these people submitting bug bounty requests for like, oh, you've got this misspelled on your website. And it's like, that's not a bug. I'm not paying for that. No.
Root vegetable, why do you got to be a dickhead? Now I got to boot you, and everybody's having a good time. Yeah, dickhead. All right, let me boot this guy here.
Yeah.
Add to block. Block user on YouTube. Block user on Restream. Yeah. That's one way to take care of it.
I don't know how else to take care of it on the stream. So
I wanted to. I did. Let me bring this up real fast. Rhinus. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. He was talking about old school version control. What was the big one everybody was using before Git?
SVN.
SVN.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Subversion. Yep.
Yeah. Subversion. Yeah. Subversion. So the big thing about Subversion, again, for you young kids there that don't know what Subversion is, like GitHub, everybody can have a copy of the code base and everybody can work and everybody can submit pull requests. Subversion, everybody was working on the same code base. Like you didn't have your own copy, and like getting it committed, it was ugly. Oh my God, I hated Subversion. We had that in the enterprise I was working at, and good God, it was terrible. I hated it. I was like, just use Dropbox. Screw this, you know.
I was working, like I was by myself at the companies, you know, back when I worked in Florida, and trying to teach myself how to use version control was a nightmare because I was by myself. I was like, I don't need this. Like,
right.
And I was working in production anyway because it was easy, and that's just how I did things. You know, I wish I knew better. Like, I'm sitting there, I'm trying to figure out, why am I using this? What is this whole deployment mechanism? Like, how do you deploy code? Like, because it didn't make sense to me, and I'm by myself. And it wasn't until I went to PHP Tech in 2010 that everything started to click. And I'm like,
it's crazy, right?
I'm like, oh, that's how you, like, yeah.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah.
If you're even if you're a lone developer, you need to be using version control. I know you think you don't, you do. We had that issue with a developer, you know, of the team recently. No longer works for us, but dude could not get his head around version control, and he would like not submit his changes to the upstream repo. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're killing me here, man. Yeah.
And I know a great place to talk to people and learn more.
Yeah.
In 19 days.
In 19 days. We've had some great GitHub. We've had some great Git talks at Tech. Like talks where you use a tool a certain way for a very long time. I actually had this recently with Vim. I actually that's what that in Trello. I don't know if we'll get to it. That's what that is. Like you use a tool a certain way. You're like, okay, this is how I use the tool. This is what it does. You forget that tool can do so much more. Git's one of those things. Like if you've ever talked to somebody that knows how to use Git, they will blow your mind with everything it can do. It's crazy. Crazy good stuff. I suggest coming to Tech, and I don't know if we have a Git talk this year. I don't think we do, but
yeah, Git bisect is one of those tools where you don't know it's there, and when you need it and you know how to use it, it's such a lifesaver. It's so good.
Yep. I totally agree, and I cannot stop reading that as Git Biscuit. I don't know why I have that problem. I just every time I see it, I'm like, oh, Git Biscuit, let's go, buddy.
I was signing up for a service this. Actually, it was today. I started a few days ago. Trying to teach my kids about money, and they've asked about investing, so I started looking into. Not sponsored. I don't even know if I should say the name of it, but whatever. Greenlight. Looking into that. And I got annoyed with the scammy pricing on there in the sense that they make you go through sign up. And I did go find the pricing page later. I didn't look at it prior to that. I was just going through the sign up flow, and then once you get accepted, it's like, do you want to start with the Family Shield version? And it was like $14 a month, and you get a higher interest rate on your savings account, which is nice. So then I'm trying to go through and figure out, okay, how much money do I have to have in the account to get that interest that pays for the service? And it's not horrendous, but you also have to go read the terms and conditions because they only pay you up to a certain amount and then you're done. But as you're looking at it, it only offers their high-end Family Shield plan. I'm like, no, show me your other options. And it's like, okay, our core is $6 a month. And then the next one went to $5 a month. I'm like, why is this one cheaper? And then I finally read the full thing. $5 on top of the core plan. It's like, why are you making me do math here? Just tell me what the price is. It was so... I mean, it's not a big story. It's just one of those annoyances that I ran into today. Thought I would share.
I appreciate that. Yeah, actually, I talked about that story I was having with that tool I was using for social media posts. Even when we got it fixed, I kept trying to post to X, and it kept failing. And I'm like, it keeps failing and keeps failing. Oh, this will blow your mind. So I'm telling Claude, I'm like, I'm trying to post to X, and it keeps failing. The keys are correct. I double check the keys. Everything's correct. It keeps failing. And it's like, okay, Claude says, let me try. I'm like, oh shit, shit's about to get real. Because Claude's like, well, all I'm seeing in the software is that it was unable to post to X, but it's not telling me why. He goes, let me try posting, and I'll dig into the logs as I'm posting. And so it tries to do a post, and it's like, oh yeah, you don't have, it says you're out of tokens to post. I'm like, tokens? I'm like, I'm on the free tier. I don't have tokens. And so it's like, well, go check the developer portal because, X is always changing their plan in the, terms and conditions. Sure enough, I get over there and say, oh yeah, you can't post anymore unless you have tokens. I'm like, fuck, I've said that word a lot now. So I like put $25 on to get $25 worth of tokens and see how long that lasts. But yeah, X kind of I get what you're saying. I hate things like that where it's like, oh yeah, you just need to pay us a little bit more and you get these features, and a little bit more and you get these features, and oh yeah, it's just scammy. I don't know what is green, whatever it was.
Greenlight. It's just a money management. It's like a savings account tied to a bank, but from there I can give my kids accounts, and I can.
Oh, that's cool.
There's like a chore aspect to it, so I can assign chores, and if they complete the chores, they get X amount of dollars.
Oh, interesting.
They learn about interest rates. There's a parent something interest, so I can give them more interest just to try and teach them the concept of earning interest. You keep the money here, you get more money in the long term, see how it compounds. And then the other cool part is supposedly there's an investment feature where they can start, making little investments. So I thought it'd be fun to, start teaching them a little bit of financial terminology.
Great. Yeah. Jeff, I don't know what a token is. I just know I tested posting with it, and it took like 20 cents off my account. So 22 cents. I don't know if it's always 22 cents or if you're posting during peak hours, it's something else. That's the other thing that drives me crazy. Peak hours. Don't get me started with peak hours. Drives me nuts. But yeah, I don't know what a token is. They're called tokens. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, we're running. John's got to drop off. We're running a little long, so I've got other things I'm going to push until next week.
Okay, I mean, I'm good for a little bit.
Okay, well, I'll keep talking. You let me know when you want to wrap up because I got a few things to go through here. The one important one I want to talk about here is let me see how long this one takes to change. Watch, I'm clicking the button now to change. Change. I could have been talking about something else by now. Jesus Christ. There's been a big security patch to Composer. We don't think about, as PHP developers, we don't think about like updating Composer. And Composer has a built-in self-update. I think that's it, self-update, where that's all you have to do is type in Composer, self-update.
Self-update, yep.
Yeah. Not only does it update, but it will keep a rollback in case you have a problem and you can roll back to the previous version. But you're going to want to update your Composer package. There was a pretty serious security vulnerability on there. They've taken care of it. It's been resolved. So just do a Composer self-update and get that taken. And while you're at it, if you're somebody like me and you have a bunch of global packages installed, maybe do a Composer -G upgrade and just upgrade all your global packages. Yeah, you don't, like I said, I be honest with you, I never think about Composer and updating Composer. So, okay, we're gonna do a rapid fire.
I'm surprised it doesn't like complain more often, like when you just run it saying, "Hey, you're just so you know, you're four versions behind," or
that would be helpful, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Because Claude does it. Claude's like, "Hey, there's a new version of Claude. Run brew, upgrade Claude or Claude code."
Holly, does X have rollover tokens too? Sorry.
What are we saying? Maybe X has
free nights and
weekends. Oh shit! I forgot about that. I'm happy Holly's in here. Holly created a app for attendees of tech. Let's just get that off the screen here. Attendees of tech. It's in beta now. There are two links. There's a link for iOS and a link for Android. They'll be in the show notes. You can click on it. You can opt in to be part of the beta testers of it. If you're on iOS, you'll need to install TestFlight. If you've ever done this before, you know this. It's how the application gets distributed. But yeah, in Android, it just allows you to do it. So I will include those, and I've been playing with it all week. Again, Beck installed it, was using it without me telling her anything. So basically what it does is it allows you to select talks, and it will build your own schedule. But it will let you know if you select two talks that are like conflicting, like, it has a merge conflict. You have two talks selected. So it'll let you pick which one you do. And the really cool part, which we still need to, I guess, do some testing on, is if we change the schedule, because the schedule is always changing. Matter of fact, John was in there today.
I made a few changes today. Yeah.
Right. And we changed them during tech. Like people come up and be, hey, can I do another talk? And I mean, it's a whole thing. It's going to send you a notification and say, you have to opt in for notifications, obviously. And you can opt in where you can say, tell me all the changes, or tell me changes that impact the talks I've selected, which is another good reason to choose talks. And it will let you know and say, hey, this talk has been moved. And it's very cool. Thank you so much, Holly, for doing that. I'm going to get in the show notes. I will post it in Discord if you're in Discord. Matter of fact, Holly, if you're still around, if you want to post those in Discord, please do so. Try not to bug Holly too much with like petty stuff, because they are just doing this out of the generosity of their heart and for the community.
Is it the code open source on GitHub? We could do issues there. Or we're going to open a repo just for issues so we can start looking at it.
Yeah, that's a good question, Holly. You let me know what you think about that. I don't know if there are any secrets or anything in there that we need to worry about. Let me know how you feel about making it open source. But if not, to John's point, we can create a whole nother repo for issues. That's actually a great idea, John. Good job.
Thanks.
That's why I keep you around, man. They are native built. Swift in Kotlin. She apologizes. We really wanted to do native PHP. It just wasn't enough time. And Holly is, hasn't been using it really, so there would have been like a ramp up, and we just didn't have time. And she was very comfortable doing it natively, so they're just native apps. But yeah, that's where we're at today.
Duck Nizzle, we started an hour early because of me, just for today.
Yeah, we're all blaming Duck Nizzle, our official model for PHP Architect. We like Duck Nizzle. Again, we ordered a new shirt. I got a new shirt. I got 2 new shirts on our shop for anybody interested. The wife, so we had the rainbow PHP Architect t-shirt, which I have. Evan, my kid up in San Francisco, got one. But the wife,
I got one. My son got one. He wears it to school.
Oh, really? Yeah, I wear mine all the time, actually. The wife doesn't like these collars, so she wanted a female with the V-neck, and then she's like, "Well, can you just make the
just to be clear, it's not a woman's shirt; it's a V-neck. I know plenty of guys that wear a V-neck.
I don't know why I'm saying this. I could just pull it up. I'm trying to explain to you this new shirt I created. Share this. Go here. We're gonna wait 40 seconds for it to transition. I mean, so we have a new version of the rainbow one. That's just a little logo on the pocket instead of the big logo in the chest. And yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I might end up ordering one of these. I've already ordered one for the wife because I made it for her. But yeah. That's there. And like I said, we go to store.phparch.com. This is what I ordered for myself because I created this just for me. I have another version of this that John has, and I never bought one for myself. And then I'm like, yeah, I want to change it up a little bit. So my Vim for developers who don't quit t-shirts out there. Yeah. You know what's crazy, John? Beck has a hoodie. Has this hoodie. I always get hoodies in black or gray and blue. We do blue. That used to be our old company's color. And I'm like, this is just, where it looks good. For whatever reason, Beck ordered this green one. I'm like, why are you ordering green? I don't even know why I have that as an option. Dude, it looks good.
Yeah.
It looks good. I would not have ever thought to order this. I did order me one. I don't know what color I ordered. I didn't order green, but it's surprising.
I got one. I got a green one from one of our clients that I wear occasionally.
Yeah.
I too was surprised. And their color is orange as well. So the orange on the green works.
Yeah. So we have a lot. This is the old, not the old, but the original rainbow one. If you guys have an idea of something you'd like to see, let me know. And if I think it's worth it, I'll throw it in a t-shirt. This one I have sold 0 of. I have standards, and specifically PSR, 0, 1. It's a PSR joke, but it didn't really hit.
I think it's hard to read.
It's supposed to be hard to read because nobody's going to understand it but PHP developers. So it's meant to have people read it, and ask the question, what does that mean? Oh yeah, I'm a PHP developer. It means, it's a whole thing. I'm a dork, man. In my head, these are great ideas. And then I make it. It's yeah, nobody cares. But yeah, hit our store up and you can buy the magazine here. You can buy our elephants here, which I need to get back on this homepage. I always forget. You have to change the order every time. I wish I could say, this is the homepage. This is what I want displayed. Stop putting other things on here. But yeah, you get our elephants here. You can, the magazine takes you back to the old website. But yeah,
and we still got the brackets on that page. Lovely. Gotta fix that.
We gotta fix it in all our emails too. Drives me crazy.
I thought I got all the emails.
I don't think so. I'll let you. I'll let you know the next one.
Speaking of elephants, new one coming out in 19 days. Guess where you can find that at?
Where, John?
PHP Tech.
What?
Come join us in Chicago. We have to name this one.
I think we name it Holly. since Holly's doing so much for us. I don't know. Whatever you want to name it.
Sounds like you just named it.
Are we naming it Holly? We're naming it Holly? I'm good with that. I have a picture. Are we sharing pictures?
Sure, I don't care.
I don't know where the picture is. I'd have to find it.
Tune in next week to see a picture of the PHP Tech elephant.
I might be able to find it really quick, but no.
Or tease it for next week.
Yeah, we're gonna tease it for next week. All right. God damn it! Stop it, Eric. Okay, where are we at? Time. We got
copy the copy fail CV. I'll throw over here real quick. It was shared in our Discord earlier today, and I guess there was a huge Linux kernel exploit that would allow you to easily get root on Ubuntu, Amazon Linux, Red Hat, and SUSE. Yep.
What? Where's that? Yeah. Where's that link at? I don't see it.
I just put it at the bottom of the board. Here, I'll put it back in queue to discuss.
I got it.
Yeah.
Dude, this is terrifying.
Yep. We'll throw 732 bytes at set UID, and all of a sudden you're root. Good to go.
What? Just that easy?
Well, it doesn't tell you exactly how to do it, but it sounds like it was.
Oh my god!
It was a fun one.
See, this is horrifying. I hate these.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I think that's a good place to stop. We'll talk about all this other stuff next week. None of this is important.
Except for make sure you keep your operating systems up to date. Linux as well. I know we can have Linux running for years and years and years, but we still need to patch it.
100%. Yeah,
that's the one thing I've really grown to like about cloud computing. Right, the throwaway nature of servers, where back in my day, it was you had racks and they were all named and they just ran all the time. And when one died, you cried because it sucked. It was like losing a loved one. But now with things like Terraform, infrastructure as code, where you can just spin up new machines, as long as you have good backups and you have good deployment strategies, we're less concerned. Like we can automate patching servers and just have new ones come up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pride myself on, my machine has been running for 5 years anymore. Back in the day, uptime is like, wow, look at this, it's been running.
I remember that.
It's not Windows, so I don't have to reboot it every other day.
Yeah. I remember when that was a big badge of honor. It's like, oh yeah, I've had 3-year uptime. I remember one guy, old school Unix guy, would just the idea of suggesting to reboot the server. He's like, this is a Windows box. You don't need to reboot it. It's like, yeah, it's probably a good, like, disks start seizing up. Like, you probably want to run it through his paces every now and then, but yeah.
Yeah, Supernova Joe, please don't throw away servers in Dio because we don't have good deployments for those.
Yeah, don't do that.
That is a downside of Forge, in my opinion, to a point where it's like,
yeah, we do use Forge was nice before. I recommend everybody get a Joe if you don't have a Joe, because that's basically.
But not our Joe. Forge. You can't have our Joe.
No, our Joe is. He's already tried to quit and work for somebody else. I forget who it was, and I told him to stop asking. It was on the Live and Kicking, which, by the way, Live and Kicking this week had Elizabeth on again, if you're interested. More of a Q&A sort of thing. So, yeah, check that out. But, yeah, get a Joe. And it's been a godsend to have Joe because, like John said, we had Forge because we just didn't have time to manage this stuff. So we just kind of, Forge was there and made it easy. And then we had a Kalen. We have a Kalen, but I mean, just our workload just got overbearing. And Kalen just stopped coding because he was always addressing infrastructure. I don't know why I'm complaining. We have a Joe, get a Joe or a Kalen, either one, and let them take care. Let it be their problem. I would highly, highly recommend that. Okay, are we done, John?
Yep, now we're done.
You're going to go draft some kids. Oh, no, this is All-Star, right? You're picking All-Star players?
That's later tonight.
Oh.
I have a practice with my team first.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And then from there, I go meet with all the other managers to discuss kids and worthiness of All-Stars.
Fantastic.
No, it's not
All right.
a pain. The downside is some of my best players are league age 11, but for whatever reason, they didn't get to the next division, so they're stuck in my division. And for the league age 11, most of the players for the All-Star team are going to come from the higher division, which makes sense because
Right.
probably means they're better players. But like, I know one of my kids, I'm like, if he's not a pitcher on the All-Star team, I don't know, doesn't make sense. But I also don't know how they're pitching up in the major division, so I'm sure they're better.
That's true.
It just makes
That is
me
very
sad
true.
for him because I think he's worthy.
Okay, thanks for everybody hanging out with us a little early. If you joined the podcast at 3 o'clock, I'm sorry, we're wrapping up. But we will be back next week at, we're going to say 3 o'clock for now. We'll see how it goes. It's always up. If you want to be reminded of the podcast, that's one thing Archie is still doing. I got Archie doing that again, where it will keep an eye, and as the podcast gets closer to stream time, it will send out a notification in Discord and mention people who asked to be mentioned. So you can ask Archie to remind you when podcasts are scheduled, and Archie will do that for you. All right. So you got to join our Discord for that. Discord.phparch.com. That's it. I'm done. You done?
I'm done. I'm telling Archie to remind me of the podcast because I never know when they are.
No, watch it not work. God damn it. Watch it not work. God damn it. Okay, cool. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. This has been a fun one. Enjoy talking development with everybody. Again, pitch tech to your bosses if you have bosses. In-person conferences are fantastic and worth going to. So let us know if we can be of help. We've written letters before to people. So
yeah, and I just finished replying to the hotel with the food that we're gonna have. So I think it's always been decent food. So
how's the room block, by the way? That's the other big thing. The room block sells out.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there's any rooms left or not.
Oh, okay. Well, we do have a discount price for rooms. I don't know if the block is sold out or not. If it is, if you buy a ticket and it is sold out, let us know. We'll see what we can do. I'm not making any promises, but let us know it's blocked out. It's sold out. Okay, fantastic. This last time I'm saying it. Everybody take it easy. Have a fantastic week. Keep coding and enjoy yourself. Bye.
Bye.
This has been PHP Podcast, the official podcast of PHP Architect, the industry's leading tech magazine and publisher, focused on PHP and web development. Subscribe today at phparch.com to see what the leaders in the community and industry are talking about.